2020 has been an interesting year to say the least. At the beginning of the year, we had a ton of highly anticipated games such as Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us Part 2, a new Animal Crossing game, and even more. But who could have guessed that one of the biggest surprises and one of the biggest games of the year would be a seemingly harmless game known as Fall Guys. A game with a bunch of jelly beans grabbing and running, and jumping through obstacles in hopes of grabbing that final crown has really taken over the gaming scene and has seen a ton of success in just its first few months. Though Fall Guys has seen a ton of early success, there is still a chance that it doesn't last long. In this video, I'm going to be covering a few ideas of mine that I believe will add to the game, make the game even better, and will make sure that Fall Guys is here to stay. Idea number 1. Add a community design tool. This first idea is probably the thing that I want the most implemented into this game. Having some sort of community map tool would definitely keep this game from getting stale and would only improve the game as it goes on. There have already been people in Dreams who have tried to recreate Fall Guys and make their own levels with interesting results. The Fall Guys community is already huge, and I'm sure there are a ton of creative people out there with great ideas for mini-games that would be incredibly fun. There could be some sort of PBE available to some players to test out some of the modes to see if they work properly, or a community-based model where the community votes on which new maps to add to the game or the next season. However, in a Reddit thread about a month ago, lead game designer Joe Walsh said that even the developers don't have their own map-making tool right now. They use the Unity engine and toss things around in there until something works. Walsh also said that it would be a huge undertaking to create something like this, but also mentioned how exciting that idea would be and how he'd love to do it one day. I think that even though it is a huge undertaking for their team, the results of creating and implementing a community map tool would really benefit the game in the long run. Idea 2. Add crowns on winners from previous games. With this idea, the game could announce and show which players in the current lobby won in the last round they were in, similar to how Apex Legends announces a champion squad. This would make each round more meaningful as players would really want to go after the people with crowns more than others. This gives others a better chance of winning, it makes it harder to win more than one round in a row, and it would create a little bit more of a competitive aspect to the game while still remaining fun. The game is already filled with players trying to grab each other and make others mess up, so why not add an even more fun mechanic on top of all that and make the rounds a bit more interesting? I think a mechanic like this is fun for all players, especially those with crowns as they try and battle their way through a lobby with other players trying to take them out. Perhaps the game could even reward players who do win more than one crown in a row for having bested the entire lobby trying to take them out. It could just be a reward such as extra kudos or even an extra crown. Idea 3. Add a squad or doubles mode. The third idea I have to make Fall Guys better in the long run would be to add different team game modes, which would include a squad game mode with teams of 4 or a doubles game mode. I know, many of you don't enjoy the team game modes currently. However, I'm one of the few who actually enjoys them and think they add to the chaotic elements of the game. After all, Fall Guys isn't a game that's entirely based on skill. There is definitely some luck involved, and I think it should stay that way. Joe Walsh again mentioned that it's something they're currently looking into, but it would be hard to implement as they're not sure what exactly a team race looks like. If they were to add a squad game mode, it would help out streamers of the game in a huge way. Viewers are always wanting to watch a specific player play, but if they get eliminated early and are stuck spectating their friends, the viewing experience gets diminished greatly. With a squad or doubles mode, you can work together with your teammates and you won't have to worry about any early exits. Viewers will be able to cheer for the team instead, and it would be a much better experience for everyone involved. It would be great if teams could win crowns all together, allowing for a higher chance to get those high-priced skins, and you won't have to feel bad eliminating a friend if you both make it to the final crown round. This also helps out players on the more casual side who already have a hard time winning crowns. Idea 4. Create a game rotation. This next idea of having a game rotation is an idea for when the game has developed some more. Later on, when there are more and more games added each season, it would be great to have some sort of rotation each week or so. We're already seeing players start to get tired of the current games. I'm looking at you, Perfect Match. Replaying the same couple game modes every time you play the game gets a little bland, especially for those who play the game a lot more often than others. I think it would be a great idea to keep the game feeling fresh each week when there are more games available. This of course goes back to my first point of having a community game tool to get more games out as soon as possible. Idea 5. Ability to host private rooms. My last idea is to give players the ability to host their own private rooms. I understand the game is meant to be played as a battle royale with 60 people, but I think sometimes it's fun just to create a room with all your friends and battle it out. Making it so that the host of the lobby can choose to play specific game modes would also be a fun feature. This is also another idea that really benefits streamers since they could host lobbies with their own viewers and subscribers. I also believe it would be a lot of fun to have a massive lobby filled with a bunch of really good Fall Guys players and see them go against each other. Now, this idea comes with two big issues. I understand that the Fall Guys team is trying to make the game available for both the casual and competitive players, so we might be getting into the competitive side a little too much with this idea. The other issue is that if people are just hosting lobbies, there may be fewer people in regular matchmaking, making it harder to find a match. Despite those issues, I think it would still be fun to have the ability to create lobbies and play with your friends privately. All in all, Fall Guys is an incredibly fun game, but I would hate it if its lifespan doesn't get to be as long as it should be. I'm extremely excited for Season 2, which is just around the corner, and I'm sure they'll add some new game modes and new mechanics that will make the game just as fun as it was when it first came out. However, I think if they were to implement some of these ideas, the game could be pushed even further. I'm really looking forward to the future of Fall Guys, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.